ACMi productions are only made possible with your support. Visit patreon.com/ACMi to learn how you can help. The following program is brought to you by Arlington Community Media, where we tell your story.
From McLennan Park to Spy Pond, from Poets Corner to the Mystic River, we have Arlington covered, giving you stories that count from people who care. Reliable, trustworthy, dependable. This is the nationwide award-winning ACMi News.
We're leaning into February, the shortest month of the year, and probably even shorter for the folks at Robbins Library, who will be busily putting the final touches on what must be their biggest event of each and every year. Hello everyone, I'm James Milan, and welcome to this edition of ACMi News. Arlington reads together. Every March, the library presents a month-long festival of events surrounding a book that is made available to everyone in the community. This always spurs public conversation about the chosen theme and often brings people together to share their own stories. This year's selection is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. It presents a truly original, dare we say novel, approach to the themes of loneliness and connection. Fitting subject matter for a time that a cover article in the Atlantic magazine recently dubbed the antisocial century. Town Manager Jim Feeney had this to say about the community read in a recent town hall update.
Arlington Reads Together, which is our annual community reading program, returns in March. So good time to start talking about it now so people have time to read the book. This year's selected title is a New York Times best-selling piece called Remarkably Bright Creatures by author Shelby Van Pelt. It is a 2022 novel. I myself haven't read it, but once you hear the description, it's quite unique and interesting. It's about the unlikely friendship between an older widow, a giant Pacific octopus reluctantly residing at the local aquarium, and a young man trying to find his way. So together they explore the themes of loneliness and what it means to build connection with others. So this program intends each year to give everyone in town a chance to participate in a shared reading experience and then come together for really what is a full schedule of events, including book discussions and various other programs. That schedule of events will be coming soon, and it will be found on the library's website. But again, grab the book, Remarkably Bright Creatures, so you can participate in Arlington Reads Together.
Jim also shared some library news that's much less cheerful, namely that the grants the town was hoping to secure to fund planned changes at the Fox Library were rejected for this cycle. This despite the heroic efforts of library staff and others to prepare that grant. We anticipate that they'll try again in the next cycle, and we'll keep you posted about how things proceed. We are gratefully pretty sheltered here in New England from many of the most extreme effects of climate change, so far. While wildfires, hurricanes, tornadoes, and the like have largely spared us, our proximity to the Mystic River watershed does mean that flooding is always a risk, and that risk is likely to grow. Several concerned groups gathered at the Arlington Housing Authority's Drake Village complex to both inform and hear from senior residents.
What or who do you rely on for your community? My name is Talia Fox. I am the Sustainability Manager for the town of Arlington. I work in the Planning Department, and I'm here today at Drake Village. We're running an event in partnership with Mystic River Watershed Association and the Charles River Watershed Association and Crew Communities Responding to Extreme Weather. And we're here with the Housing Authority to speak with the residents about climate change. And we're going to learn a little bit about climate resilience. We're going to play some games. We're going to get to know each other because we know that when we strengthen our relationships and our communities, we can respond better to challenges like the extreme weather that is already happening and will continue to occur with more intensity with climate change.
Hello, my name is Marissa Zampino. I am the Climate Organizing Manager for the Mystic River Watershed Association. We're based here in Arlington. You can actually visit us at our offices on 23 Maple Street. But we're a local environmental organization that works to protect and restore the Mystic River and its surrounding communities. And it's really important to get involved just in general in whatever you can, but specifically with us, as we do a variety of work ranging from helping people stay safe from flooding, water quality work, which is really important. We have an air quality study, and we're also working to protect people from extreme heat.
My name's Lee Munier, and I am here today actually wearing two hats. One is the primary organization that I work with, which is called the Better Future Project, and a program called CREW, Communities Respond to Extreme Weather. And what brings me here today actually is a partnership project that CREW is working on with the Charles River Watershed Association. We're here because we're concerned about the ways in which flooding in the watershed, stormwater runoff and whatnot are impacting communities, and flooding is going to be increasing over time. So we want to make sure not only are community members educated and empowered to respond, but they are actively involved in the decision making that's happening, that local planners and local leaders are doing in response to flooding. And we want to make sure that we're well aware of what the predicted flooding will be, and also what are some really cool nature projects that we can create across the watershed to help basically mitigate the impacts of flooding.
So what we were able to do is collaborate with these different groups to bring in this event, which was going to not only provide education, information to the residents about climate change and resiliency and preparedness and things all related to it, but also engage with them to get information from them. Because one of the things that, when we had our initial discussions about this was that, who would be the best population to talk to about climate change? It would be the population that has seen it firsthand, over the past 70, 80, 90 years.
One thing you can say about this month of January we're just saying goodbye to, it has been reassuringly normal. Snowy, windy, frigid, even polar, you might say. I'll tell you what, why don't we ask these experts?
Okay, go!
Primary goal of the event is to bring about awareness on to raise money for the eradication of polio, but also to give the local groups a chance to show that they're supporting this as well, and make people aware of what local Rotary does.
Love you, bud.
As of this morning, total we had over $3,500, which will be matched by the Bill and Melinda Gates 2-to-1. So we'll have over $10,000. We're a small club, but we're strong and powerful.
Well, pretty quickly there's going to be a adverse response, right? I'm probably going to lose my breath. Immediately my extremities my blood's going to start going to my core. It's going to be hard to use my extremities, my fingers, my toes, my legs. I'm hoping I'm not going to need help getting out because we're not going to stay in. The difference is if someone's on the ice where they shouldn't be and fall in, they might be in there for a while waiting for help. We're not going to be in there for that long.
Let's go.
It's probably 30 seconds or 1 minute of discomfort for a good cause, so it's well worth it.
Whoa!
Yeah, when I was talking to the captain, Captain Flynn, he was saying that the fire department's starting to do it, so we always try to compete with the fire department, whether we're pulling trucks or the hockey game or what have you, We always want to compete with the fire department.
3, 2, all right, Cap. 1.
Very refreshing, very refreshing.
It's something unique. It's very easy to ask people to give money, but when they can see something a little silly, a little crazy, someone goes out and jumps in cold water in the middle of January, they're inspired.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Sure.
Go!
Come on, Bill! Come on, baby! Come on! How does it feel?
Start the rescue!
Now that's dedication to an excellent cause. Here's hoping everyone has thawed out by now. So it's on to February. But hold on, let me ask you something. How are those New Year's resolutions going? Still holding on to that commitment to get in shape? To let go of negative thoughts and emotions? Well, then we've got some good news for you. There's a new space in town where you'll be empowered to do both.
My name is Joan McLagan, and I'm the owner of Empowered Fitness located in the Arlington Center. We are a private personal training studio located on Massachusetts Avenue. We're a team of personal trainers that focus on exercise instruction and movement, but we specialize in helping individuals improve their mental wellness through movement and exercise.
The gym can be an intimidating space with loud music and sweaty machines you have no idea how to use. Empowered welcomes you into their intimate space with calming music and friendly trainers ready to work with you whatever your physical and mental health goals are.
So going along the example of someone is dealing with anxiety, they're very nervous. So just being able to be mindful about certain things, like not giving them too much information that's just going to overwhelm them even more, but articulating how we're instructing a movement for a squat or a bench press, for example, being able just to break it down for them in a way to where it's very manageable, they can feel at ease being able to grasp that information, and they can execute it with good form.
Cece Wendell had been struggling with anxiety and fear of the gym. She found a safe space at Empowered Fitness to work towards a healthier lifestyle and is now feeling better than ever.
I was really, really afraid to just go to like a gym with a million people and a ton of germs. He had a little poster up and it was like, are you like struggling with anxiety and wanting to get to the gym, but like something's holding you back? And I was like, yes, I am. So we set up 2 months, twice a week. And then it was just going really well and I was feeling better and better and better. And so I've continued since then. Since then, like I got a job and other things in my life have started going better. So I feel better about myself in general.
Just like many of his clients, Jonah had his own battles with mental health and found strength through fitness.
My journey with, working with my own depression and anxiety, that's what got me here in the first place, is just my own story. So back in high school, I went through a lot of things like just learn how to gain confidence and gain that mindset of just being able to build things like mental toughness to be able to push through those things in the way that I needed to. And just for everyone, that's just going to be different. Especially in the past year or two, my vision has just really developed into, what it is I want to be doing. And that's giving people that hope to be able to gain that control back over their lives, overcome those barriers.
I mean, I was in such a bad place that like he had to sit and do deep breathing with me for like maybe the first 2 months before I could even like start working out. So, and he was like patient and willing to do that. And I think I would have been embarrassed to like ask any other trainer to do that, but he literally offered it.
A lot of what I do in my work, as well as the trainers here, is have some discussions around mindset. So things like being able to work on your internal dialogue.
Empowered Fitness would like to welcome the Arlington community to their ribbon-cutting ceremony on Wednesday, February 12th from 5 to 7, with the actual ribbon cutting taking place at 6 o'clock. There will be refreshments, items for purchase, giveaways, and a raffle for workout equipment. If you are continuing your fitness journey, ready to start improving your health but don't know where to begin, or want to see what Empowered Fitness is all about, we hope to see you there.
To be able to step into a gym and to even think about bettering yourself, whether that comes to your physical or your mental health, is something that's very scary, but I promise you that it's not something you're going to regret.
Something we do regret, however, is that that's the end of our show for this week. Do you want to see how we put the newscast together here in Arlington? Stop by and pay us a visit at 85 Park Ave on Thursday afternoons between 3 and 5 p.m. And if you have any news tips for us, stay tuned. In just a few seconds, you'll find out how to contact us. Thanks as always for joining us. I'm James Milan. Have a great week, everyone.
You can always check out our latest segments and newscasts on the web at acmi.tv/news. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ACMi News. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You'll find us at youtube.com/ACMi News. If you have any news tips for us or wish to become a citizen journalist, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at news@acmi.tv or stop by ACMI Studio A at 85 Park Avenue.
ACMi productions are only made possible with your support. Visit patreon.com/ACMi to learn how you can help.